Assalamualaikum. Hi everyone, this is Cikgu Rohaizi, and together we will make science easy. Okay? Because science is an easy subject, to score an A for that matter. Yeah? Why I'm saying it is easy because it's based on if you have that self-determination, yeah. If you have a good teacher like me, and also if you know the secrets of how to score the paper, you should be able to do it. Okay, all right. So in this short promotional video, what I'll be doing is I'll be focusing on the answering technique for scientific process skills for paper 2. Okay, because majority of the students think or find that paper 2 is the hardest paper to score. Okay, because it is being a subjective paper with 3 different sections. Okay, but if you really understand the paper, you really look at study the paper, it's actually easy to score section A and also section C. The first question is section C, okay, which is question 11. Okay, why am I saying it's easy to score the 4 questions in section A and also the first question in section C? Because these questions are scientific process skills based question. Okay, it's easy, trust me. Okay, when you go through this process with me, you will find that it is so easy to get full marks for section A as well as full marks for question 11. Okay, before that, okay, in this video, since there are a lot of things to discuss about scientific process skill, and this is just a promotional video, so what I'll be focusing on in this video is just 2 aspects of the scientific process skills, okay, which are identifying or identification of variables, okay, because identifying variables is actually one of the core skill that you guys need to master. Because why I'm saying it, because once you have mastered the correct way to identify variables, you will be able to answer most of the questions that come after that, because most of these questions, they are actually having a connection or having a relationship with the variables that you need to identify. Okay, so that's the first thing, identification of variables. Okay, and then the second thing that we'll discuss is making observation. Okay, so these 2 things will be discussed in this short video. So let's get started. Okay? All right, so this is the first question that I want you guys to have a look at. Okay, so it is an experiment, electrolysis. Okay, so diagram 1 shows the setup of apparatus to investigate the purification of copper using electrolysis. Okay? Copper, which is deposited on one of the electrode, is weighed. Okay? All right, so this is the diagram. Okay? You look at the diagram, you can see this is a pure copper plate. Okay? Impure copper plate. And this is a pure copper plate. Okay? And this is a solution here, which is a copper 2 sulfate solution. So all this information are very important information. Yeah. Okay. Now let's look at the table here. Now this is where identification of variables comes in. Okay. Now for science, it's so easy to identify variables if you already have a table, a data tabulation like this. Okay? A table that gives you the data of the experiment. Okay. Because in science, the ruling of making data tabulation or presenting your data in the form of table is the table or the section on your left will always be for your manipulated variable. Yeah, there is it will never change. It will always be for manipulated variable. Yeah, and then the column on your right will always be for responding variable. Okay, so data tabulation only shows 2 variables, manipulated and responding. You have one more variable, right, which is constant or fixed variables. So fixed variables will not be presented in the table because it is a fixed data. Okay, so table or data tabulation will only show you 2 variables, which are manipulated and responding variable. And the locations or the position of the variables are already fixed. The column on the section or the column on the left is for manipulated and the column on the right is for responding. Okay, what if you have a table, a horizontal table like this? Okay, so this is the headers. This is for the headers. Okay, So you have something written here and something written here, and these are all the data, right? Okay, so if you have this form of table, okay, the same principle applies. Okay, one section will be for MV and the other one will be for RV. So the one on top is your manipulated variable, and the one at the bottom here is your responding variable. Okay, so stick to this ruling, you should be okay. Now, if you look at the question like this, yeah, let me show you the question. Here, state the variable, manipulated responding, okay, constant or fixed, okay, for 2 marks. You already have the answer. The answers are already here for your MV and RV. You just need to copy it down. That's all. So how easy it is, right? Okay, so that's for the two variables. Okay, so let's look at one more question, another example of question. Yeah, to see whether you guys are able to, apply this in, identifying the variables there. Okay, so this here. So this is the table here. This is the data tabulation. Yeah. So you have substance on your left and boiling point on your right. So based on this, what is the manipulated variable? Of course, the substance. Yeah. So this will be your MB, the substance used, which you can see here. You have distilled water as one of your substance, and another one is distilled water plus sugar. So these are the two different substances which are being manipulated here. Okay, all right. And then on your left, or on your right, sorry, okay, on your right is the RB, which is boiling point. Okay, understand? So very easy. Yeah. So identifying or identification of variables shouldn't be an issue anymore because answers are already there. Yeah, you just need to know which is which. That's all. Okay, now let's go back to the first question. Okay, so we are done with identification of variables. Now let's proceed with making observation. Okay, all right. So you have this question here. State one observation of this experiment. Okay, now this is also easy and it is also related to the MV and the RV just now. Okay, how to make an observation so that you will get full mark for it. Even though the mark is only one, okay, but one mark is very precious. Okay, it can decide whether you can get an A or an A minus going to A or a B plus going to A minus, okay, something like that, or from a fail to a pass. Okay, so every single mark is very important. Yeah, you have to treat every single mark as a very valuable mark that you should be getting. All right. Okay. Now, how to make observation to get full marks? Okay, very easy. Okay, all you need to do is just take one of these. Take any of these MVs. Yeah, you can choose any of these MVs. You can choose 2 minutes or 4 minutes or 6 minutes, 8 minutes, 10 or 12. Okay, up to you. Okay, then you state the value of the RV for that particular MV that you have selected. For example, I'll give you a simple example. Let's say I choose minute 2, the second minute, minute 2. So how am I supposed to write, or how am I going to write my observation? As simple as this, yeah, which is at minute 2. Okay, at minute 2, okay, this is the minute that I chose. At minute 2, okay, the mass of copper deposited is 0.3 gram. Full stop. Full mark. As simple as that. That is observation. Very straightforward. Choose any of the MVs. State the value of the RV for that particular MV. Okay, one common mistake made by few students is they like to make conclusion. For example, let's say a student is interested to choose minute 12, okay, the 12th minute, okay, because the students see that at 12 minutes the mass of copper deposited is the most, isn't it? Okay, so how this student writes his or her observation is at minute 12 the mass of copper deposited is the highest. Full stop. How many marks will you get? You get 0 mark. Yeah. Why? Because that is not an observation. That is actually a conclusion. When you say highest, lowest, or whatever, that is already a conclusion. Observation is just stating what you observe from the data. That's all. Based on the data, that's all. Okay. So how do we, amend that answer? Simple. Okay. At minute 12, let's say you are so interested in with minute 12. Okay. So just say as at minute 12. The mass of copper deposited is 1.8 gram, full stop, full mark. Okay, so there you have it. Okay, just a teaser. This video is just a teaser to show you guys how easy it is to score the first 4 questions in section A for paper 2 and also question 11 in section C, because all these questions are scientific process skills based question. And if you have mastered scientific process skills, it will be so easy, piece of cake, okay, to score these questions. Okay, so that is all for now. Okay, so hopefully, okay, you guys can send in a lot of questions, SPM related questions about science, okay, and see how I can help or assist you guys in answering the question and help you understand this subject better. All right, so till next time, signing off, Cikgu Rohaisi, we'll make science easy. Bye-bye.